Hey loves, welcome back to Nail by Dye, and today I'm going to be doing a $20 acrylic kit from Sally Beauty Supply. They've included nail tips, both white and natural, a dehydrator that I'm not going to be using, nail liquid, a primer that I won't be using, clear acrylic, white acrylic, a nail brush that's actually a decent quality, and nail glue, and of course the instructions manual. And I did use cuticle oil on my nails just so that I was able to get them right off, because I was just doing this set strictly for this video. And of course, I went in and sized up the nails and glued them on. I made sure I pressed out the air bubbles. And I did that for all 5 nails. And this set that I'm doing today is just a really cute St. Patrick's design that you can wear before, during, or after St. Patrick's Day. And what I do right here, I just go in and shape up the nails before I put the acrylic on, so that once I do put the acrylic on, they'll be closer to the, shape that I want them to be in the end. And you won't have to do much filing after you do the acrylic. It'll be minimal to none. And that's how I shaped them up. Dust the hands, dust all the dust and stuff like that off. And I went in with the clear acrylic. And I do apologize for the quality of this video. This is my first time recording a video doing my own nails, so it was a struggle, and I'm working on the quality and a better angle to record my video in. And I just go in and add small beads of acrylic to each nail and pat it down and just wipe it down. And then you do see me going back in on places where I probably missed that. I'm not really used to doing short nails, so it was kind of a struggle. And I know that sounds weird, like how don't you know how to do, short nails, but it's a little bit harder when you're used to doing like medium or long nails, and with small nails you're going with smaller beads and you can bulk the nails up so fast. So I do gotta work on my short nails, but this was fun to do. It was a, last minute St. Patrick's Day design that I wanted to put a video out to. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and like the design that I came up with it. I actually have this color on my toes, and it's a really pretty green, almost like a neon color. And I'm just showing you like the thickness of the nail right there, how thick it is. Like, you don't really have to have it thick at all. And you just see like where I'm going in on the side, like I clearly missed a spot, and so I always just look at my nails and go back in where I need product and just apply more. Because if you start filing and then you see it's just a big gap where it's like nothing you can do with it other than you need more acrylic, then you gotta dust off the nail, wipe it off, just so much to go back and pull out acrylic and monomer versus just do it right the first time and make sure everything is filled in, because one thing about it is if you add more product on, you can file it down. Of course, it's going to take a little bit longer if it's too much product, but it's better to have a little bit more than less than what you need. And I am going in with the white acrylic on a few nails just because I wanted to just use both of the acrylics for the video and just see how they both work. And honestly, they work pretty good. The white worked better than I thought it would. Like the white, I've gotten a white acrylic from Sally, and I hate it. It just seemed like they just mix some type of, I guess, maybe clear or whatever with white chalk. And every time you dip it into your dapping dish and, like to get more monomer to add more acrylic, it's just like the white, residue just bleeds off. And it just makes your monomer white, and it just makes the monomer sticky and harder to work with. It's horrible. So I was actually impressed with the quality of the white acrylic. And I was impressed with the quality. I was impressed with the quality of the brush also, because when I pulled it out, I'm like, oh, I just kind of knew for sure I would probably be switching to my Sophia, but I did the whole set with it. So, and the acrylic wasn't getting caught in, and when I was done, it was like minimal to no acrylic in my brush. So I was happy about that. And the thing to remember is, like, when you buy little kits like this, they don't really give you much acrylic at all. It's like a 7 gram bottle for each. So, and then I think the nail liquid is like it's like 30 milliliters. So they don't really give you much, but I mean, for $20, only thing that I had to add with it is my nail clipper, which pretty much everybody has a nail clipper at home. And if you don't, you can get that from Dollar Tree for $1. And I use my own file, of course. And if you get this kit, it's from Sally's, so of course you can buy one of Sally's dollar files, which they do have great files. And I'm just going around that cuticle area, getting that acrylic off the sides as much as I can. This acrylic was drying really fast, so yeah, it was a little bit hard to work with. I struggled, but I mean, with a lot of filing, you can pull anything off. And that's literally what I did, is file a lot. And it was so hard, guys, to keep my fingers on camera. It was a mess. But I did my best. And next time I do a video doing my own hand, I'll be sure to figure out a better angle to keep my I'm gonna figure out a better angle to put my phone holder in / ring light, so that I get a better view and I don't have to do so much editing. Like, I had to do a lot of editing, so you guys wouldn't sit here and just see my finger being off camera so much. And then I do apologize for the shakiness of the video. I'm gonna have to figure out how I might just have to make sure, like, when I'm filing, that I'm not, like, sitting a certain way that the table will shake, because this table was just shaking crazy. But like I said, I had to do a lot of filing, so that was not what I was focused on. My main focus was just trying to file the nails, and so that they can look appealing at the end. And that's how they look when I'm done filing. And I do go in with my e-file with a fine bit and just, clean up around the cuticles and try to take down any bulk or, bumps, lumps, you know, anything that's not smooth or anything. That's what I'm using that for. I also just kind of go up underneath the nails too and just make sure that acrylic is not on the skin and all that good stuff like that. But yeah, like going around that cuticle is a must. Like regardless if you can do a whole set and your application is smooth and the only thing you do is go in and shape up a little bit with the file, you still need to, whether you're using a hand file or an e-file, you need to try to make that cuticle area flush as you can, just so that you can prevent lifting. Anytime that I do a set and I don't get to go around that cuticle area the way I want to, I get lifting after 2 weeks. Sometimes before. And when I know I did a good prep and I went around that cuticle good and I, had a good apex and stuff like that, my nails last. So you definitely will see a difference in the work that you put into your nails. And after I'm done with my e-file, I do go back in with the final shaping with my hand file, just to get that perfect shape that I want. You definitely don't have to go in with a final shape, but that's just me. That's how I like to do my sets because I'm not, you know, the perfect, hand filer. It takes me a little longer to really get that perfect shape. And I go in with a buffer and just buff out the nails and make sure they're, smooth. If not, I'm going to go back in and just smooth it out some more. After that, I just brush all the dust off and I do wipe the nails off with alcohol. But you can either do that or just have your client or yourself go wash their hands. And I'm using this green polish from Cloves. I got this off of Amazon. It was a really cheap little 6-piece gel set. It was like $10 for 6 pieces, and it was like a rainbow color, real pretty. And I mean, I don't really have problems with the polish. I do find that it kind of bubbles up just a little bit. So I think that for this polish, you don't want to really cure it longer than, like, you really want to do a straight 30 seconds, maybe even 20 seconds. Just depends on how high your LED lamp is, and mine is like 80 watt, and I think that's probably why I did bubble up a little bit, because I might have over cured it. So I'm gonna keep in mind with that, with using this new nail lamp that I have, because I'm used to using it was a real small $10 Melody Susie lamp, which is of course a lower wattage, and I used to cure things for just a tad bit longer because it was a lower wattage. With this one, it's 80 wattage. I really don't have to, go over the recommended cure time at all. So keep that in mind. Like, really pay attention to how long you're supposed to cure it, and just stuff like that. And all I'm doing right here is just using the nail glue that came in the kit and just putting it where I want to, and putting the rhinestones in how I would like. And that glue was pretty good. It didn't like dry fast, but it also wasn't, just sliding the rhinestones around. So that was pretty good quality about the nail glue. And I'm using the ASP top coat. This is not a non-cleanse top coat, so you do have to go in after you apply and cure the top coat and take off the sticky layer. And I do that with just some alcohol, or if I forget, 9 times out of 10 I will forget, but I'm always washing my hands. So just just wash your hands real good, and kind of just get your hands real clean. That sticky layer will come off. And then I go in with the cuticle oil and just put it on each finger around the cuticle area and get that crusty, dry look away from it. It just makes the nails look so much better. And this is the final look. If you made it this far in my video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.